All right. So today I want to discuss what we will be talking about in our next meeting with all of the youth group leaders.
Okay, great.
So first off, I want to talk about the upcoming events, which is our retreat.
Yes.
So that will be running from 9 till 12, right?
Yes.
So 9 o'clock to 12. Okay, so there are about, I believe, 15 people that have signed up to help out.
Okay.
And I think we should split them up right now to do the activities.
Okay.
So I think so I have the list right here. So I think Mai and John and Tommy should do the icebreaker.
Okay.
And they'll have about like 30 minutes to do that activity.
Mm-hmm.
And then David, Tiffany, and Kevin will do the scavenger hunt.
Okay.
And that should last about an hour.
Yeah.
And if they need more time, I think we can take it out of one of the other activities.
Yeah.
So we'll discuss about that. And Derek, Stephanie, and Emily will come up with a song or a game to teach the kids.
Okay. Yeah.
And that'll take about an hour. And then also Danny, Lizzie, and Lexi will do a closing activity, which is going to last about 30 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, and we have to make sure that they know we know where they are gonna do it at.
Yeah. So the location, right?
Yeah, because we have another group coming into the same venue, so we only have the auditorium, I believe, and then outside.
Okay. So I think it'll depend on the weather as well.
Yeah.
If it gets a little too cold, then I think we can do it inside in the auditorium. If not, if it's really nice outside, then we can do it outside.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next thing I want to talk about, also for the retreat, we need to go buy food the day before.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I think we should do maybe bagels and cereal for breakfast, and then we'll provide them lunch as well, which I think we should just do.
Maybe sandwiches. I feel like that's the easiest and the cheapest for us.
Sandwiches, okay.
Yeah. Plus, their parents are gonna pick them up at 12 anyways, so just a light lunch would be probably good.
Okay, that sounds good.
How many kids is this for? So we could know like how much to buy.
Yeah. I think it's going to be about maybe 150. That's how many signed up so far. So it might go a little bit over, so maybe like 170.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll cut off the deadline maybe a week before the retreat.
Yeah.
And then we can figure out from there how much stuff we need to buy.
Yeah.
All right. And then the next thing I want to discuss with the other leaders is the strengths that we have accumulated over the past few weeks.
Yeah.
So last week we did a movie day, and I felt like that went really well. The kids really enjoyed it, and they really enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
So one problem that I had with that is the snacks. Yeah, they weren't distributed very evenly or equally. So do you have any ideas on what we can do to improve that next time?
Yeah, I feel like we should they were in groups anyway, so maybe we'll do an assembly line all the way through, so that way, and we are the one passing out the food.
Okay.
So that way each of them will get like a fair amount, and we know that each of them actually got their food.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good. All right. So assembly line. And then also, I feel like that was such a good day and a big success that we should do another movie day.
Yeah, we should.
So I think that we should watch an Adam and Eve movie, since we'll be learning about Adam and Eve in a couple of weeks. So that could prep them and help them learn about the story and understand it a little bit better.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have it in a different format too.
In a movie.
So that's nice.
So maybe for that movie we can change it up a little bit. So like I think we should have about 3 people setting up like the projector and all of the technology equipment, and then we can have maybe 3 to 4 leaders set up the snacks and the food in the assembly line.
Yeah.
And then while they're doing that and setting up, we can have all of the other leaders play a game or do an activity with all the other kids.
Yeah.
Just to kind of distract them and give us a little bit more time to set up.
Yeah, we should have the younger leaders.
Yeah, the ones who are shadowing.
Yeah, who are shadowing. They could do their pocket game so that they can kind of get the feel of teaching, I guess, a larger group of people.
Yeah, so that can be like another experience for them.
Yeah, so that'd be really cool.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So Shadowers. We're gonna do games. Okay, I think that's a really good idea. Also, I wanted to talk to the other youth group leaders about the weaknesses. I think that we had really bad communication. We haven't been communicating a lot lately. I think that a lot of people haven't been responding to the group messages or the text messages, and I feel like that's bringing us down because we're not discussing what we need to do and no one is responding.
Yeah. So we might just have to, I guess, ask them what their incentive would be to respond and kind of maybe give them that feel of, this is important to respond.
Yeah.
So, and if we can't do that, I guess we might just have to, ask them kind of individually ourselves, which it is more work for ourselves, but at least we'll get an answer from each person.
Yeah, that's true. All right, and also one thing that I was concerned about is the participation of the youth group leaders.
Yeah.
I feel like not a lot of people are joining in when they can,
Yeah.
Like, I feel like people have time, they just don't want to join in. How do you think we can fix that, or
I guess
make it better?
maybe just talking to them, like this is the time that we should be giving ourselves to the kids and just working on as what we are, just work with each other, and then after that you can do whatever you need to do. So once it's this time, just go in and help and do your best at what we can do for the kids.
Yeah.
I think mainly what it is just for the kids.
Yeah.
So we just have to have them be more motivated to do it with the kids.
Yeah, and then I think one thing that we can maybe tell them is, like, if you're not putting effort into this, then why are you here?
Yeah.
I think that's a question that they can think about, and it'll make them more, hopefully, motivated to join in.
Yeah.
Or drop out,
Yeah.
That would help us too, because we don't want to carry extra weight.
Exactly. So I think we just need a huge talk with them and kind of put that feel in there, give them a little bit motivation or more thought into it, so that way they kind of figure out where they want to be.
Yeah, that's true.
In this area.
Yeah. All right, so I think that'll be the last thing that we discuss with them, and hopefully that meeting goes well. Yeah, we'll be discussing our retreat, the movie day, which is our strength, and some weaknesses that maybe we can improve on or work on, and that way it could help build our community a little bit more.
Yeah, and then we have to make sure we have a question.
At
the end too, so that way,
that's right.
If they have any questions about anything, we'll be able to answer those.
Yeah, any concerns that they have, they can bring up to us,
and hopefully we can fix those.
Yeah. So I think that'll be a good idea.
Okay, great.
And I think that's it.
All right, cool.
All right, awesome.
Can't wait.